Hey, good morning, YouTube. Rex and I are out in the shop here. We got a little quick review, a little update here. My trusty iPhone X, maybe not so trusty anymore, bit the dust, done, locked up, toast, beyond repair, lost everything. Thankfully I had a backup from November, but been looking around for something. I had an iPhone 6 Plus that was working. Battery was like, 75% capacity, so had to charge it lots. Walked into Costco. Wow, they had iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is what I was looking at. Just sitting there, ready to buy. Now, up in Canada here, I go through Rogers. Rogers told me that it's going to be at least a month. So I have it on order with them. I have to cancel it because I've bought this one. And as soon as I saw that, I ordered called a Poetic Spartan case. I kind of did some gaming in the past and kind of looks like a little bit of Master Chief-ish kind of going on there. So I thought, hey, that looks cool. The only phone they had was the blue one. You can see through here. Yeah, it doesn't match the case, but, it's kind of a cool blue, and if I get a different case, I'll get a blue one or something. Maybe it'll match, but for right now, I found this one online and ordered it from a Canadian company. Been pretty happy with this so far. Number one is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's got really good battery life. That's the only reason I did it. Went with that one. I did a ton of research, over the last week or so. I'm out in the country. I need battery time. This thing has battery time. So that was my main metric. I like the bigger screen. I'm getting older, bifocals, all that kind of fun stuff. So big screen, bigger battery. That was the choice. I asked them about getting an 11 Pro Max. Yeah, they don't have any. So anything in the bigger screens in Apple, done. They don't have them locally. They don't have them in Canada. So I got everything fit up. I've been using it for a few days. I can tell you what I do and don't like. Number one, this thing it's got a bit of heft to it. It's heavy, okay? So compared to my iPhone X or my 6 Plus, this is significantly, like you got something in your hand, which is good. But, after a little bit of watching, it takes some time. A couple things I really don't like about this this case. These little connectors on the bottom here, they are stiff. Dang it. Like nasty stiff. Like trying to get the charge plug in here or my headphones, not fun. And these things are waterproof. Like they're water, dirt, dust, everything resistant. Why do you need this? I don't know. If it was a little bit more floppy, I guess it'd be all right, but still, I gone years without needing something. So even on the old ones that weren't anything proof. So I think I'm going to modify this a little bit. Get rid of that one. The other one is on this side. This is for the turning the, sound on and off. Silent mode off. Silent mode on. The issue is, again, this is really hard to get at. And once it's tucked in there, you got to really dig in there with your fingernails and trying to reach in. I think this might have an accidental delete on that. My method of choice would probably just be using a hobby knife very carefully, very slowly. I'm hoping that'll work. We'll see what goes on. Getting the case in and out, it's a good fit. So this case works a little bit differently than the Under Armour gear that I have normally used. And it's a snug fit in there. It's well padded, well protected. So, it has, in the case, actually, I got to say, it has two of these, two bezels. One bezel has nothing in it, okay? The other one has a screen protector on it. I haven't run a screen protector ever. I might, try that one out, but I always get a little bit of fluff on it, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. I'm pretty careful with my screens. I think I had one scratch on my iPhone X in 3.5 years of owning it. So anyways, the way these things go together is you take the front bezel, clip it on, okay? And that's secured in place, covers over all the switches, helps to lock everything in. What we now have is, how do you get this thing in? I've tried a bunch of different ways. This is just the way I found it. You got to stick it in this part so that this little lip gets into there. Kind of wedge it in. The next tough part is this. So once you've got the bottom wedged in, You're going to wedge the top in, kind of push it all along up the top, get up to this corner, squish that around, boom, it's in, and perfect. The other thing that I found with this case is, you know, it has this little thing on the back. It's supposed to be like a flip stop. It clips down, it's got two little nips there. It works good. Actually, I've used it. I didn't think I would. It'll work in landscape or portrait mode, and it does hold. Even with a big phone like this, it's not great, but if it's sitting on your desk or whatever, that's okay. You can't charge because it's at the bottom. If you're going to charge and have it sitting there like that. It is big enough that it will tip over if you give it a little nudge there, so you got to be a little cautious that way. The other thing I found is that because it's so heavy, you can't just hold it with your little pinky finger. Your pinky finger gets tired. But I can actually stick a finger, it seems like my middle finger fits best, and it's easy to hold. So I'm hoping, you know, again, I've had this thing together for less than a week, so I'm hoping this is going to be sort of durable. If not, you can just, I guess, cut it out and rip it out, and then you don't have anything on the back there, but it actually does work pretty good. So I'm not going to try and use it a ton, but this little case holder is good. It fits nicely around the camera, and I gotta say the cameras on this are amazing. I had a picture of little shop dog Rex, and man, it was in the dark in our bedroom, lights were off, and he showed up really good. So camera on this, I know everybody says it's, you know, it's not as good as they'd hoped. Still pretty darn good. It's almost as good as my SLR, so it's just the lenses I don't think are quite as good. So let me do a little bit of surgery on this thing and let's see what happens. So I'm going to start with this one because I'm not sure it's as important. Nice sharp hobby knife. All I'm doing is I'm just lifting it up. I don't know if you can see there. Hard to see. Is I'm just finding the crease line and I'm just going to make a nice little incision there. And I don't think it's making a dent. This, whatever material this is, it is pretty darn strong. So I don't want to cut my phone. There we go. Making a, oh, that's loosened it up. You know, maybe I'm just going to make a few incisions and just loosen those hinges up a bit. There we go. Oh, right through it. So that's how easy it is. So all you need to do is just to make a few gentle cuts. It has to be a sharp knife. That's gone. Let's see. That's accessible. Off. On. You got to get your finger in there, but that worked. Okay, so that's happier. Let's get this other charge port gone here. So again, we're just going to come at it from the side. See if you can see here. And I'm just going to find where that hinge is. Make a nice, gentle incision. Try not to cut my thumb. Yeah, right through. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be a sharp knife, but it will make its way through. Delete. I got to clean up that little chunker on the edge there. Perfect. Okay. Now you can access that. It's all good. So, quick review. iPhone 12 Pro Max. Love it. It's a good phone. And this Poetic Spartan case, it's a great case. I really like it. It's probably going to stay on the phone for a long time. Two issues are this cover, that cover, sharp hobby knife, no more cover to worry about. Have a great weekend, everybody, and hopefully things are good. Take care.